Hey everybody, welcome back for another video reaction from your own psychotherapist here, Tom Stevens. I am ready to do a reaction I've never done, song I've never heard, a band I barely have heard of called 21 Pilots, and Car Radio is the song. And just I've had multiple requests for this, and so I want to do something I just haven't heard before and see if I can actually keep up and see if I can understand it. And again, from the real life perspective of a psychotherapist who treats people in counseling every single day who've been through abuse, trauma, divorce, anxiety, depression, all kinds of different stressful situations. And I think music does wonders for people, and I think lyrics do wonders. So we're going to get into 21 Pilots today and the song Car Radio. Let's get into this. I like it.
I ponder of something great. My lungs will fill and then deflate. They fill with fire, exhale desire. I know it's dire, my time today. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought. Cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. Sometimes quiet is violent. I find it hard to hide it. My pride is no longer inside. It's on my sleeve, my skin will scream, reminding me of who I killed inside my dream. I hate this car that I'm driving, there's no hiding.
Wow. Like this is pretty deep. So this is really heavy right off the bat. I mean, really a cool tune, like a cool melody here going, and then he just gets like deeper and deeper. Like sometimes quiet is violent, and just wearing, his pride on his sleeve, and just so much like intensity, and not having the car radio. Like it's like the car radio is not there. At least that's what I'm hearing. And I hate this car that I'm driving. There's no hiding for me. He just can't hide anymore. Really good.
Reminding me of who I killed inside my dream. I hate this car that I'm driving. There's no hiding for me. I'm forced to deal with what I feel. There is no distraction to mask what is real. I could pull the steering wheel.
Oh God, I didn't realize that was coming. Like it gets even deeper. Like where he could just, it sounds like just kind of pull the steering wheel, turn off the road, and do himself in, which is really intense, right? Like it's like he's forced to deal with what he feels, and the more he deals with what he feels, the more he can't hide. And there's no way to just be distracted anymore. And I could turn the wheel. It doesn't sound like he really wants to though, but it sounds like it's definitely been a thought.
I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought. Cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. I ponder of something terrifying, cause this time there's no sound to hide behind. To find over the course of our human existence, one thing consists of consistence, and it's that we're all battling fear. Oh dear, I don't know if we know why we're here. Oh my, too deep, please stop thinking. I liked it better when my car had
This is really cool. Like y'all can tell me if I'm way off with what these lyrics are, but it sounds like, his car radio has been taken, it's gone. There's nothing he can put in place of it. And it was almost like it's his life. Like it was almost like it was helping him live. And now, since there's nothing to replace it with, it's like there's no sound and he's got nothing there. And then you're left with thoughts, and this a lot of times is people that come in my office where it's like all I hear is this same message over and over, whether it's from my husband or my wife, my boss, my friends, if they're struggling with addiction or anxiety or depression, that I just have these thoughts in my head and I can't stop thinking about them. And there's nothing to turn on that actually makes me feel happy or makes me feel better. That's why therapy actually can help with people, is to take these thoughts and these feelings, get them out, and then realize that maybe they are just thoughts and feelings, and maybe they are something that we can work with, deal with, and make life better. And also that these feelings that you're having that are so intense, they can be temporary. You can get through those things. And with the proper help and the right, lifestyle and the right choices that are made and the right habits and routines and getting the right help will actually help you have a great chance of getting through this. But wow, this got deeper and deeper. And then it's almost like now I'm hearing there's no sound. And so I'm stuck with my thoughts, and that's driving me crazy.
I don't know if we know why we're here. Oh my, too deep, please stop thinking. I liked it better when my car had sound. There are things we can do, but from the things that work, there are only two. And from the two that we choose to do, peace will win and fear will lose. It is faith and there's sleep. We need to pick one, please, because faith is to be awake, and to be awake is for us to think, and for us to think is to be alive. And I will try with every rhyme to come across like I am dying to let you know you need to try to think. I have these thoughts so often I had to replace that slot with what I once bought, because somebody stole my car radio and now I just...
Man, this is a lot. So I would love to hear y'all's help on what this whole last thing meant. But this is the same, repeating it here. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought. Like, to just be able to replace it and get back to where he was. But I want to hear this other one before too, because this was a lot.
To think, and for us to think is to be alive. And I will try with every rhyme to come across like I am dying to let you know you need to try to think. I have these thoughts so often I had to replace that slot with what I once bought, because somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence.
Somebody stole his piece. Man, that was intense. Like, that whole instrumental was like really upbeat and uplifting. And actually, it sounded really happy. And then you hear I just sit in silence. He's screaming. It's like the last thing he wants to do is sit in silence, because I'm stuck without this car radio, which I feel like was his peace of mind and like his sanity, and then all of a sudden it's been stolen and taken from him, whether that's through a relationship or life situation or something. Y'all can explain that to me, but I feel like I've seen that a lot with people where it's like something's been taken from me and I've got nothing to replace it with, whether it's a relationship, a life, anxiety, peaceful feelings, depression, and all of a sudden this is taken from me and I am left with my thoughts and I don't like it and it's driving me crazy and I sit in silence and it's horrible. And now all of a sudden, here he is.
Finder of something great. My lungs will fill and then deflate. They fill with fire, exhale desire. I know it's dire, my time today. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought, because somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence.
I don't even know what to say. Like, that was quite an ending. It just like, boom, it just ends. Like, it was the wildest. It's like he never gets better. And that's the heaviness, I think, and just hearing those lyrics that people live with every day, with things that are not going well in their life. They don't know how to fix it. They don't know how to replace it. Something's been taken, something's missing, and they need help. Again, as a therapist, that's where I say there is help out there. You can get help. And videos like this, lyrics like this, journaling, writing, reaching out to other people can make things better. Thanks so much for that recommendation of 21 Pilots. And I definitely want to hear more. So give me your feedback on it, what you think and what you hear in the lyrics. I'd love to hear that. And thanks again for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this with everybody you know. And I can't wait to see y'all for the next video reaction.